Hi everybody, welcome to this week's segment of OWA Live. We were talking a little bit about taxes. This was brought up with another client, a couple of clients as a matter of fact. What are QCDs? What are qualified charitable donations? I've had this request maybe 2 or 3 times in the last month, so I figured it'd probably be good to shoot a video on it just so that we knew what we're talking about. A qualified charitable donation is where you gift money from your IRA or from your pre-tax qualified account directly to some kind of charitable institution. Charitable institution. These charitable institutions have to be set up as a 501c3 or a 501c4 in order to qualify for those donations to happen. And you're limited. You can only do $100,000 a year as a gift. Now, for most of us, I think we're probably okay. But if you're gifting more than $100,000 a year to charity, good for you first off, but you're only able to deduct as a qualified charitable donation up to $100,000. Some of you may be saying, well, what does this have to do with me? If you gift anything to charity, a lot of the times, if we make ongoing recurring donations to charity, it would be better for those donations to come out of an IRA because there's no tax liability to do so. Specifically, I'm going to give you a case study here. Let's say that we've got a 73-year-old female. What happens after you turn age 72? You have those things called required minimum distributions. Forced withdrawals that the IRS requires you to take out of those IRAs. If this 73-year-old female is already giving to her church, and normally she gives to her church just out of whatever her earnings are, she gives 10% or 15% to her church, and she just pays that out of her Social Security benefit and the pension that she gets, well, it would be much smarter for her to do a qualified charitable donation equal to what she would give and take that directly out of the IRA. It will satisfy her R&D, and she will not have to pay taxes on any of that money that she withdraws and gifts to charity. So in the long run, this can actually save quite a bit of money because she's not having to pay out of pocket to make those charitable donations anymore. This is something that's often overlooked, and people that are gifting to charities on a regular basis who are also in that golden year of giving up the required minimum distributions, this might be a good way to kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone, so to speak. We might be able to use some of those qualified charitable donations to offset the required minimum distribution that you face. You should be talking to a tax professional and a financial professional to coach you on these things. So if you're interested in having some discussions about qualified charitable donations, please reach out to our office. We'd be more than happy to follow up with some additional discussions and give you some recommendations specific to your situation. Until next week, thanks for joining us for this segment of OWA Live, and we'll see you next time.